Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay. All right. So we are going to do another stream here. This is like day 8 or 9. Let me go ahead and switch my screen. All right, so this is the character I've been working with. Let me go ahead and move my thing over out of the way. I did quite a bit off stream as far as working on the rest of this character. As you can see, there's been a few details added, changed the eyes, and actually I'm going to be doing a lot more changing today. This is actually my kind of log of things I need to fix. So I need to increase the pupils, I need to fix the silhouette, possibly. So that's going to be doing with the posing. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm actually okay with how it looks, just because I got to start working on other stuff. And then work with the eyelids, and then I'll just kind of be finalizing a lot of the animation. Let's see. Another thing that was suggested is with the eyes, move eyes on accents of dialogue. I think that's what it was. Let me just double check. Let's see. So I submitted this animation of what I got so far, asking for some constructive criticism, because one of the things that looked really off was the eyes. I had no idea how off the pupils were. Let's see. It was Tom Roth that mentioned it. Okay, identify the main axis in the dialogue, like red, sig, moon, then sync the open eyes with the accents. Don't freeze the eyelids, but keep them very subtly moving, known as a moving hold. And it's interesting. I actually looked for information on moving holds and stuff because I am still not too familiar with all the animation terminology. Tom Roth, he's a very experienced animator, has worked for all sorts of studios in the animation industry. So he definitely knows what he's talking about. However, I don't know what he's talking about. So I had to look for some different examples and things for moving hold, and surprisingly I could not find anything for a lot of the things, but I did find some good videos that were for like 3D animation and kind of how it applies there. So I'll use the same thing for 2D as best I can. So move eyes on accents of, move eyes on dialogue, accents. Let's try sync eyes. Okay, so that's my kind of list of things I need to work on with this character. The pupil thing, that's going to be really easy. But just to kind of review also as well what I've been doing with this character. I've done a lot, unfortunately, off stream, and I won't be able to show all of it today, but I will show as much as I can to kind of help those out that have been following this whole process and want to know what it was that I've been doing.
Take a look at the
right now. I'm just going to go ahead and just go through and freeze all of my poses because these are all on 2s. Basically, this whole animation is on 2s. I don't think anything is on 1s besides the
known for its signature.
Let's see. This is on 1s. Let's go ahead and change that back over. Everything else is on 2s besides the lip syncing, which is done with switch layers. Okay. All right, so you don't need to do that. That's more just kind of for me, but yeah. All right, so what I did, where we left off, I think I was doing the lip syncing, and it was a little sloppy, so I went back, I worked with the mouth a little bit more. So this is the result. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll go ahead and play it out. It's kind of freezing a little bit. Let me just make sure I got my dialogue on, or my desktop audio. Okay, here we go.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin. known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
And we'll go ahead.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
And something else that you probably notice is there's kind of like this weird masking on the eye. There's like those white outlines. That doesn't show up on the render. That's just kind of a thing that it does. Also, I don't remember who it was I was speaking with. I think it was Marud. There's a mouth shape in here. Right here. The masking, for some reason, for the viewport doesn't show properly, but once rendered, it does show properly. So always keep that in mind to always render out your animation. Just make sure everything is looking correct. Excuse me. But other than that, everything else looks pretty good. So we'll fix the pupils. Timothy, thanks for joining, man. Jeremy, it's good to see you again. Jeremy says, how do you import sound inside of Moho? Just go up to your layer here and then select your audio. So your new layer and then audio. Thanks, Timothy. Timothy says it's looking awesome. I appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start fixing the things on the list. Start getting those out of the way. So the first thing is to increase the pupil size, which I'll just do to the overall thing. I won't even create a smart bone for it. I just need to create a larger pupil for this character. So turn my points back on and just kind of make sure that I can't scale it that way. So I just got to make sure that I kind of, excuse me, that I do make the pupils bigger. Let's see, I'm going to hide I added some cheeks, and then I'm going to hide the eyebrows just so I can see the full eye. Just make the pupil look a little bit better there. Maybe like that. I don't know. I don't want to make it too big. I don't like too big of pupils. Sorry. I have like something in my throat. So I think that looks okay. The eye, I was trying to get it to look like it was in perspective, but now it just looks really weird. So I'm just going to round out no, I don't want to mess with the shape yet. Yeah, so half this is going to be covered anyways, so I won't worry about the shape of it. So I'll just try to set the pupil to a reasonable size. I think that might work. Do the same thing for the other size. So I'm just moving it on a point level. And that looks okay. The highlight got messed up there. Make sure I match that up. Again, without the rest of his face, it looks weird. So let's go ahead and let's add his eyebrows back in. That looks okay. We'll add his cheeks back in. That looks okay. Maybe bring that on the highlight a little bit more, or the eye or the pupil itself, because maybe it's just a little bit off. Nope. Let's see. Maybe make the highlight a little bit bigger. That might work. Okay. So that might work. I did get a critique to say to make the pupils move around, but I don't think people move their pupils around when they're doing announcements, or at least I wouldn't think they do. I haven't seen it really anywhere else. So if I was talking to the camera and I was saying, next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Like, I'm always making contact. My head's moving around, but I'm pretty sure your eyes are always going to be making contact with the camera. So I could do that because he is moving his head around.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the...
But, I don't know.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds,
I don't know what to do for that though. So I'm not really going to take that critique in mind. Yeah, because I don't think I can really do much with that. Another critique that I got that I don't think I'm going to really do much with too is with the left arm. Again, if I was to act this out, which I did, if I'm holding a microphone and I'm going through the whole dialogue, I wouldn't be doing anything with this arm. Then again, I haven't really looked at other announcers or anchors and stuff. Maybe they do talk with their hand, but I don't know. For me, in this case, it just makes sense just to have his arm to his side. Maybe it looks weird as far as the arm itself. So maybe I can work on the arm itself a little bit more. Because right now it's just, as you can see, I'm just, anything that's not on screen, I'm just leaving a very primitive type of shape there. So maybe I could make an arm a little bit more, but I'm not really sure. Because I didn't want to do anything with that arm to begin with. So those are just some things I'll have to keep in mind as well. So to increase the pupils, cool. I did that. So we'll just go ahead and I don't know. I'll just leave that for now. Fix the silhouette, so the posing. So I got some good constructive criticism for the posing as well. And a good way that you can check to see if you have a good silhouette is just simply double click the announcer group. Your main group, and then go to colorize layer, and then you can turn your opacity all the way, or your opacity all the way up. So it's at 100%, whatever that is, so it's opaque, and then make it black, apply, and this is only be visible upon render. So when I hit R, so right here, so this is a good point because this doesn't really show me anything. I can't even see if he's on a microphone, and this is a principle of animation. I think it applies to appeal. So there's a principle of animation called appeal, and what it is when you see the silhouette, I should be able to see what this character is doing. Right now, I can't even tell this is a bird, really, because there's no beak or anything like that. But as far as the pose itself, I can't even see that he's holding a microphone. So I might change that up. I don't know. I'm just kind of wanting to get it done more than anything. Yeah, so that's that one. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it though. Experiment with eyelid color. I've been told that it might look a little bit better if I change the eyelid color to the same color of the skin, the fur or feathers or whatever. So I'll go ahead and I'll try that. I was gonna experiment with that, see how that works out. Make sure I'm on frame 0 when I'm doing that. So what I discovered that I could do as well is I was having issues getting to the eyelid color, and I don't know why I didn't think of this, but I'm just going to turn the masking off, so don't mask this layer. So now it'll show up. I'm going to hide the, let's see, this is the cheeks and the eyebrows, so I can see the full colors there. So now I can easily just come in and grab those colors, change them to the color that I want, so it's not that lighter gray color. Something else that I did too that I could show you is on the smart bone level. For the eyes, when they close and open, you can see that there's a width that comes in. Oops. And what this is this is just a smart bone with an animated line width. So I actually kind of can fix this as well. So down here, this is, whoops. Down here, this one is at 0, but however, there's still some line width here, so I could reduce that. There's 2 points in there. Let's make sure I'm getting both of them. Okay. So yeah, so I'll just leave it like that because it is not going to be masked. But as far as the line width, what I'm doing is I'm just adding that line width, so when his eyes are closed, you can actually see the line. However, it looked really weird having a line width on this part. Like I'll show you if I go ahead and I just create one. I don't know why it's only doing it to the one and not the other. I might have removed it by accident. That might be why I'm getting weird results. Yeah, so I'm going to check something real quick because that line width might be actually just hidden altogether. Let's use the unhide tool. Nope. Oh, yeah. So there was no stroke to begin with. Okay. And I need to bring that back in. I hid that. Okay. So I need to fix this smart bone action. So I'm just gonna show you rather than trying to explain it what I was trying to do. There we go. All right. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just create that line width for none of these parts, but just the middle part. So that when he closes his eye, there's a line. And I got to change my thing back out of the colorize layer. Just go ahead and uncheck that. You can just uncheck that. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. So I have that line width there for his eye. I don't want it anywhere else though, so I'm going to go back into that eyelid. I think I moved that out by accident. Okay, that should be good. So I'm just going to test it really quick. Get the bone. This is the eye. So now it's not showing the other one. I was just going to do it evenly. But all I was getting before is I was getting that whole outline. And I didn't want to remove it, like just hide it, because I still wanted part of it to show at some parts. So I just did the line width, just keyframed the line width inside of the actual smart bone itself. And that seemed to have fixed it pretty good. So same thing, I'll go to this one. I'll go to both of these. I'll increase. There we go. So yeah. So this line width, so that stroke was visible, though it just wasn't visible on the other one. Whoa. What happened? So again, just select both those points and then just reduce that to where it looks somewhat good. That looks kind of okay. Maybe just make a little bit thicker, not too thick. This one's coming out a lot more like uniform. Yeah, what is going on? So something's going on with my line width. I need to figure out what's connecting these together. Whoa, yeah, so something's really wonky. So I'm gonna move these two just like right over top of one another. I'm gonna go back to my line width tool. Make sure that there's no line width on these edges. Again, the thing that got messed up too, it looks like, is this on frame 0. Oops. These points should be right by each other. Obviously, because it's on a smart bone now, and they're keyed. Actually, what I can do is I can just go ahead and just delete those keys. So those are going to be right on one another. This I'll move so it's similar to the one on the other side as far as its shape. I am getting really weird results with this line width tool. I have no idea why. It might be because of what is on top of what. There we go. That might fix it. I don't know why this one keeps moving though. So yeah, so sorry. Right now it's just a lot of kind of trial and error. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So there might just be two colors. Yeah, there's two colors. All right, so I gotta go back to frame 0. Fix that color. So I'm grabbing that eyelid, making sure I get the same stroke as this one here. It's too dark. Okay, so that might be a little bit better. Just gonna go back to my bones really quick and just test this. Okay, so I messed up the smart bone. I might just need to redo the smart bone for the blink. So I'll probably just do that. So the smart bone goes to there. And the blink goes to there. Just make this a little bit bigger maybe. I don't know. For some reason, I'm really not getting the results that I want with this. It's kind of really weird. I'm pretty sure that's the same color. Let's just copy and paste the hex value. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this on the smart bone, which isn't really a good idea. But okay, so those weren't even the same color. So now I got this actual value on my smart bone. So what I need to do is I need to cut it and paste it onto the regular layer there. I think that's gonna work. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to my main line. I'm just trying to get that color. That's all I'm trying to do right now. There we go. All right. So that was a huge waste of time. Timothy says, my brother Daniel's watching you for the first time. He says your work is awesome too. And also says it's not professional to talk with your hands flapping about. I appreciate it, Timothy and Daniel. Yeah. Have a good night, Benjamin. Benjamin says, I have to go to sleep. It's 1:30 a.m. In Ghana. Dang. I will watch later. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. All right, so now I think I got past that part, at least, hopefully. So I shouldn't have any outline on the eye once I bring everything else in. Oh, it's hidden by the... Interesting. So now I got to figure out how... Oh, okay. I need to... Okay, so first off, I forgot what I was doing. I need to make my pupil masked again. So I need to mask the layer. Or the eyelid. So I'm going to look for a spot where he... with the birds. Has his eyes closed, just to take a look at it. Okay, so it's not showing up there. And that's because that eyebrow is lower. So that would mean his eye is actually in the wrong spot. Okay. This will be interesting. Something that I forgot to do with all these characters that I should have done is there's a trick when animating different things or when setting up your characters. The best way to see if it's like not symmetrical, but if it looks good is by flipping it. So whoops, if I flip this character and I kind of move him towards the middle and I render this, I mean that looks okay, because now what you're looking at is you're looking at your character at a different angle and you can see errors and things like that that you probably wouldn't have been able to notice before. So his eye, so what I need to do then is I need to fix his eyebrows, because now they're covering his his eyelids when they're closed. It's no longer showing the closing part of the eyelid. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go back to the eyelid itself, just see if there's any more changes I can make. I could probably bring it down a little bit. Let's try that. Yeah. I don't know. There was a reason why I had the eyelids a different color so you can see them a little bit better. But I don't know if that's a good idea. One other thing I probably can do is back on the main line. Hopefully this doesn't mess with all the other, whoops, just deselect everything. Hopefully it doesn't mess with my smart bone, but I can move that down. So when I go back to the eye and I go to here, so that's going to be all messed up. It's correct there, messed up there. So what I need to do is I need to select all those points that got messed up and just delete them. Because smart bones, they override anything. And that might be a little bit better. I don't know. It's just a simple blink and I seem to can't even get that right. All right. At least not on stream. I would be able to get this done a lot quicker off stream. Okay, cool. So that's basically that. Let's take a look here. Benjamin says, what time is it in your country? It is 5:40 p.m., Benjamin. Yep. So I'm on Mountain Standard Time. Okay. So I think that's pretty good for now. So we fixed the eye color, sync eyes on dialogue accents. Okay, so now we're getting to the funner part. So now we're going to start doing animation. So we did the increased pupils, fix the silhouette. Still don't know if I'm going to do that one yet. But as far as the eyes, I think that does look a little bit better. Let's move the eyebrows up. So let's find just a spot. Okay, that looks pretty good. So his eyes are open. I'm going to fix the circle for this eye. Not there. I'm going to go back to frame 0. Shoot, it's tied with the other thing. Dang it, I forgot. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as it is, actually. All right, so now the next thing, we're going to start doing animation. So I got some good feedback to fix how to fix the dialogue. As far as I know, the lip syncing is okay. I didn't get any constructive criticism on the lip syncing, so hopefully that's okay.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the...
So this part, I want to take a look at and see what he looks like now. I don't like how his eyes look like human eyes in this one. I kind of wanted to give him like a squint, but let's see if I can find a reference. Just to see what like a Disney character's eyes look like when it's squinting. Okay, so there's Pooh. I kind of like that. So Pooh actually has kind of like a shutter eyelid. It's not anatomically correct. Okay, nothing else there. Let's see, what's like a bird character? Let's Zazu. Lion King. Yeah, see, he's got a shutter type of eye too. Dang. Okay. That's interesting. So maybe that might make it look better. Maybe instead of just like a normal blink, maybe it's better to have it come up from the bottom at the top, kind of like it has like that. So it's not a, what do you call it? just it doesn't. It's not like has like an eye corner. It's like shutters. Maybe that might make it look better. So I'll try that. I'm gonna go back to the eye, and I'm trying to think how to do this now. Okay. I need to kind of think this through really quick here. So maybe I can just, oops, make sure I'm on frame 0. If you guys have any questions either, or if you have any suggestions, I should say, as far as what you think would look good to get a better squint with this bird character so it doesn't turn into a human eye, I am all ears as well to hear your suggestions. For right now, I will do my best to figure out how to make that look better. All right, so we're gonna go the whole shutter style type of eyelid. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just delete the eye smart bone just because it's gonna change. I might as well just change the shape of my eye now. Oops. So make that look more circular as much as I can. Okay, looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and let's bring those points over. Make sure we're just covering the eye there. I got a lot of stuff in the way, so I'm actually going to start unmasking things. So, but don't mask this layer. Oh, I just need to turn the mask off itself. So no masking in this group. And I'm going to hide the eyebrows and the cheeks. Okay, so now I'm going to start fixing some stuff up again. Make it look a little bit better. All right, so now these eyes are going to be more of shutters rather than what a normal eye should be like. Okay. They still will open. Let's see. I'm trying to think how to do this. It's been a while since I've made eyes this way. Probably just have it closed from the top. Yeah, I'll just fix it with smart bones. But I will have the eye up here. So it's going to close over like this. So I'll have it like this. And this eye, I'll also have up here. Oops, let's move it down a little bit more. So that when he closes his eye, let's make sure I did that top one right. Deselect. There we go. So that when he closes his eye, I can do that for the smart bones. But his eye is gonna be wide open, and then it's just gonna blink closed. And I'll do the same thing for this eye. So we'll move this up as best we can. Again, I'm just experimenting. I don't even know if this is really going to work. We'll just see once we get to that point. All right. So the top of his eye is always going to stay in one spot, but the rest of his eye is going to move like a shutter. Okay. I think that's pretty good for now. And then we'll go to our smart bone. So I'm going to go to the smart bone here. Probably need to add my mask back. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to go into the eyelids and just grab the points that we need. Pull them down. I'll have to make them wider as well, but pull them down to wherever they need to go. Okay. Let's see if this works. Whoops. See if I can just make them wider this way. That works. All right. So I have to think of like, what emotion am I going for? No, that looks dumb. A squint. What does a squint look like? Cartoon squint. Your classic Futurama. That's actually pretty helpful. So rather than going that way, it's going this way. Ah, that makes sense. But when your eyes close, it's your top eyelid that closes over your bottom. Actually, well, on a human, your bottom eyelid barely even moves when you blink. So what I'll do, so what I'm doing is I'm just setting this as kind of like an action for him squinting. I don't know, I'll have to see what it looks like. I have to add the eyebrows and everything. Right now it just looks really weird. Okay, so all we're doing is we're just doing like a shutter closing type of eye. And then do the same thing on frame 24. Make sure I'm on frame 24. Gonna match the other eye on the other side there. Okay. So just want to make sure I'm pretty close here. Let's pull that out a little bit more. Okay. So now this is where I need to add the strokes in as well. But let's get that one other eye shape that I need. So when that eye is like that, this eye, I kind of want it in the same spot so it doesn't look weird. I'll probably have to fix those highlights too. Those highlights look dumb. It's going to be a fast action for the blinking, so I'm not really concerned about it moving. But I do need to add in the stroke for the eye itself. Okay, so that's coming in at different sizes. I don't know why it does that. And this one's not going down. It's probably because I don't know why that is. So I'm adding them at the exact same time, but for whatever reason, they're coming in at different sizes, which is really frustrating. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the bottom eyelid. So I need it to come in like that. And yeah, that looks okay. So we grab the bottom eyelid and give it a stroke. All right, and I think that will maybe work for what I'm trying to do. So I'll have to fix the animation because now I changed everything where his eyes are squinting. Go back to the main line. And back to the head. Whoops. I need to turn on the eyes, eyelid. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It kept the smartphone. Sweet. Eye. Yeah. There we go. I don't like his reflection in his eyes, so I'm probably going to take those out for now. They just look stupid. Now his eyes look soulless. Gosh dang it. I need to look at another reference. Cartoon bird. Let's just see if I can find something for... Yeah, typical... I do like that, but that's not going to work for this character. Let's see what they did for the birds. For the birds. I think they gave him irises. Yeah, they did. They made their pupils really small too. Bigger bird. That's such a cool short. That doesn't really work. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to figure out maybe if I shrink down the reflection, maybe it might not look so weird. Still not really sure. There's still something really off about his eye as well. When in doubt, flip it around, I guess. Whoops, not the thing there. The layer. Gosh. Make sure it's in my screen there. Yeah, that looks okay. He looks like he's looking at the camera with both his eyes. So usually the hardest thing that I have trouble with is the eyes. So, yeah. Let's see here. So I think eyebrows. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's do a squint. It's looking a little bit better. Probably need to fix the eyebrows. So when that's down, this one's a little bit, oops, a little bit higher. A little bit higher maybe. It's a little bit lower. It's a little bit lower. Okay. All right, let's give this another go. So we just fixed the eyebrows, the eyes. Let's go ahead and play this out. I'm gonna take out the animation for all of this movement so I can just kind of pause it and watch it right now.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Oops, I think I messed something up. I selected. Oh. These should not be paused. I didn't want to pause these. Green. Unmute. Unmute. I don't know how to unmute that. What the heck? Okay, so that's working. So you can't select individual bones. Ah, nuts. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, I'll just unmute everything. Okay. I was just hoping to see if I could just follow it without watching the thing bounce around everywhere.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin,
I think that looks a
known
lot
for
better.
its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next
Yeah,
up
that
on
looks a lot
Dancing with
better.
the Birds, we're going to take a look.
Go ahead and yep. I'm already really liking that. That's looking a lot better. Let's see, is his cheeks in? Throw his cheeks back in if I need them, maybe.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Okay, I think we're pretty good with the eyes now. Now we can start actually animating them, and I think it'll look pretty good. Just gonna take a look at a couple of these main parts here. Yep, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so it was, what was it? Sync eyes on dialogue accents. Okay.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on...
So I'm trying to think. I need to go back to what Tom was saying. Identify the main accents in the dialogue, like red, sig, moon, etc. Then sync the open eyes with the accents. Oh, okay. Open eyes with the accents. Signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
We're going to take a look at the
red. Okay, I can see where that's
red cap.
Okay, so what am I doing here? So I had him close his eyes?
Red.
Okay, I can see where he's talking about. That looks a little off. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take all those out. So I'll take all those keyframes out for those two bones.
We're going to take a look at the...
Just go ahead and create the last hold.
We're going to take a look at the...
All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, so all these are going to hold. I think right there. So here I'll make them all wide. His eyebrows, nope, don't want to do that. Just make his eyes go wider. And must have messed something up. Maybe? I don't know.
Look at the red cap man.
Okay. So now it's slowly moving back into position. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze that. All those positions. Oops. All those keyframes, I mean. Make sure I have both bones highlighted. Copy.
Cap mannequin.
Red cap mannequin.
Look at the red cap mannequin. Look at the red cap mannequin.
So I'm just going to put a...
Look at the red cap man.
So I'm going to put a marker there just for now, just so I can have something there.
Look at the red cap mannequin, known for its sig.
See, I don't know what to do with the eyes. It's kind of one of the more difficult things to do when you're doing lip syncing is what are the eyes doing while you're lip syncing?
Look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Nope.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin.
Okay, so that's... We're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin. I don't know, can you raise your eyebrows and squint at the same time? Nope.
We're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin. We're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin.
All right, let's see what this is doing. So this is trying to close. So let's use that position. And let's move it.
At the red cap mannequin, known for its sig.
Don't like that.
Mannequin.
All right, let's take these keyframes and we'll paste them here.
And with the birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on Dancing with the Birds,
Whoa.
we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for...
I think this thing is going to crash. It's going all wonky on me.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its...
Nope, that changes way too fast.
The red cap mannequin, known for its... mannequin.
I'll probably do like... He's still maybe like squinting. And do something like shifting with his eyes. Because these are on bones. I don't have to use the smart bone the whole entire time.
Known for its mannequin.
I think it just moves way too quick though.
Look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Yep. So let's fix that.
Michael Jackson.
So this is the one Tom was saying to fix as well.
Moonwalk. It's Michael Jackson.
Let's see. So I'll probably just hold that, maybe.
Moonwalk. Signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Maybe delay it. So I'll hold it and then I'll delay it a little bit. So all of these, I'll hold all of these to about here, and then I'll push all of this. Whoops. All of these. Come on. Because I want to keep them on 2s. So I'll just put them over to 25.
It's your Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on Dancing with the Bird.
I don't know. This is the type of thing, you guys, where you need to act it out. I did, which is where I thought I had it pretty good, but I guess I wasn't moving my own eyes on the accents. But I guess it's maybe just like an animation rule, just like a rule of thumb for animating, because I wasn't really moving my eyes on the accents themselves, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't make the appeal of the animation not look any better. Maybe it does make it look better, if that makes sense.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look. Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature.
Shoot, I don't like that.
We're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for it.
Yeah, so that's way too fast.
The red cap mannequin.
So maybe I can just hold that pose for as long as I can. So I'm going to delete these. I don't need those. I'm going to take this pose. I'm going to hold it till 77 maybe. Just see how that looks.
We're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Nope, there's too much stuff going on right there.
Red cap mannequin, known for
So maybe, let's see, what were these doing? Sig. Okay, so he's going pretty loud. Probably do his eyebrows all the way up. That might work. That might work pretty good.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on
Nope, that looks stupid. See if you guys have any suggestions. Timothy says, show some emphasis on the word red. And Joe says, widen the eyes for the surprise look. Yeah. Oops. I think his eyes are plenty big. I don't really want to make them any bigger, like the eyeballs themselves.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
I do not like that look, though. I think that looks pretty stupid.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds. Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
So I think I moved the bones around, and so it's probably affecting that. So I might need to fix that a little bit as well. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. I think the open eyes should be like a very subtle type of thing that doesn't last too long either. Yeah, delete all those. So I'm going to need to paste that into my next action over here.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
I don't know. I can't really figure this out right now. I hate his eyes. They look so stupid. I just don't like the way they look.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael. Known for signature.
So this needs to. These two bones need to hold here.
For its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. It's Michael Jackson moonwalk. Jackson. Signature Michael Jackson.
Should probably open his eyes before he gets to moonwalk. Oops, that's the wrong bone. So this bone. So not closing his eyes. Don't want him to close his eyes. Keep him open. Hold it. And I might just need to fix the eyebrow smart bone. So I'm going to hold the keyframe. About there. I'm going to move these bones to, oops, one back. Hold that. 25.
Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up,
I don't like moving his eyes on syllables. I think that's what I'm doing wrong.
Jackson
Michael Jackson moonwalk. Moonwalk. I guess your eyes would move. Moonwalk. Moonwalk.
Signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Moonwalk. I don't think they would close again though. Moonwalk.
Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin.
Let's try a different eyebrow
Dancing with the Birds
style.
Up on
Position.
Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the birds.
Just want to see what this looks like.
We're going
Nope.
to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
I might just need to remove the smart bone for eyebrows and just manually do the eyebrows. I think that might work better.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
There's another thing I can think of doing. I can add the eyebrows onto two bones. So I can do a bone for rotating, and then I can do a bone for moving up and down. And I think that might give me more flexibility. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do two bones for his eyebrows. So I'm going to do one here. I'll just call this I don't know what I want to call this. I don't know. I'll just call this I vertical. And then I will call this one I rotation. I'll call it eyebrow. Oops, brow. And I'll do the same thing. Brow. Come on, it won't type. Brow. There we go. Do a really quick save in case I really mess this up. Okay. So I'm just going to delete this one because it no longer really exists for anything. And I'm going to create a smart bone for my vertical first. And so all this is going to be is, let's see, set up my constraints. So I'll save it to, let's see, how far do your eyebrows actually move? I'll just go from down to up. So I'll just set this to 0. 0 to, oops, other way around. 45, dang it. Negative 45 to 0. Actually, I'll just do 90. Okay, so that's going to go from here to here. So this eyebrow is going to start, where should I have it start for the default? Maybe way up higher. So I'll have it start up like here. And then I'll have it go all the way down to, I don't know, you can put your eyebrows pretty low over your eye. So here. And then I'm going to fix the points. So just kind of line this up as it's going down. Okay, that looks pretty good. The next thing I got to be mindful of is those eye points are going to come out of whack when I do the rotation. So that might not have been the best idea, but let's just try it. So the next thing is going to be the eye rotation. And this one is set up properly. I want to go, let's see. So I do want to go both ways. So I'll leave it where it's at. Go ahead and create the style. Oops, make sure I'm on the bone. Create the smart bone action. I'm going to start off at 24. I'm going to create a action for 48 and one for 1. And then I'm going to create a rotation for my eyes. Let's see, angle. And then I'm going to create an angle for, oops, come on, deselect. For this eye right here, so it going up. This is probably far as I'll go with that. And then this one, go up. Again, I want to kind of make sure those kind of connect like on imaginary line. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll just try it because it's being used by something else. So I just need to make sure I reset that point. There we go. And then I'll do one for angry for those bones. Bone, get back on the bone layer. So it looks weird on this, but that's because it's down all the way. But he looks angry. And just want to make sure I get that lined up. Looks pretty good. I know it's intersecting that one, but that's okay. I could easily just move the beak layer up. I just want to make sure that his eyes are following. And again, fix the points here. Whoa. Okay, this is new. So I'm going to need to do something like that. I don't mean to make him like super angry. I just want to give him some emotion. All right. So I think that looks pretty good. So now I need to take off the bone strength. Just take a look at my parenting. I can go ahead and I can parent all of these to the head layer, but I'm not really too worried about that. So yeah, so this has a really weird result. At the very top there. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, let's fix that. So this is, what is this bone? Eyebrow vertical. Shoot. So for right now, because I don't really know what to do with this, I'm going to go ahead and just delete that point. Nope. I figured it'd do something like that. It pops out at the very top, so I won't go all the way to the top then. I'm just going to create a constraint for, it's not going to work. Oops. Is that going to work? Ah, it does work. Okay, so all I did is I just created a constraint where it was popping out. So now when he's mad, it goes down. Cool. Okay, so that works. I'm going to turn a light on. It got dark pretty quick in here. I'll be right back. Official says, thank you for your tutorials. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate it. Just make sure I'm not missing any other feedback. Nope. All right, cool. Okay, so now I can go ahead and start messing with the eyebrows again with this. Make it a little bit better. So I almost like want to do a recording of myself really quick.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up on...
That actually, the whole bone itself is still working. That's really cool.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
So now all I would need to do is just throw in some up and down stuff. So I don't want his... I don't like how it looks with his eyes just like all the way open and his eyebrows way up there. So that's where I'm going to move this eyebrow down. So he's kind of got like a serious look.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
Okay, so now I'm going to look at his eyes again.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
Yeah, I need to record myself really quick. So this is going to look a little weird, but I got to get this right. All right, and this is what you'd have to do actually. You'd actually have to record yourself acting the thing out so you can see what your face is doing. And I'll make this really like exaggerated and everything as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So how did I start it off? I forgot. So he's kind of more serious. So he starts off more serious. So let's go ahead and pause that and start it again. Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Again, I wasn't doing anything with my eyes, so I don't know how to make it like really exaggerated, but I'll just take a look at.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Again, I wasn't doing anything with my...
Jeez, McCoy, stop being so critical of yourself.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin.
Okay, so I can see what I'm doing with my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the turn the sound down a lot more. So I'll be using this as kind of like a guide of what I can do with the eyes. So dancing, so I did put my eyes up on dancing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out all the accents with a marker. I think that'll probably be the easiest thing to do because I can't see what these words are saying. So I'm going to go...
Next up on Dancing...
So dancing is where I actually put my eyes up. So I'm going to put this as dancing. Oops. So this is dancing.
Dancing with the Birds.
All right. Let's take a look again. So on the red cap mannequin is kind of where my eyes are going back down again.
We're going to take a look at the red cap.
Yeah, so that doesn't even match for what I would do.
We're going to take a look at the...
Let me try this one more time. All right, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to try to record myself doing this one more time. As embarrassing as it is. Here we go. Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Again, it feels like it's forced. Let me try that again. So it's got to be natural. So if I was a announcer looking into the camera, doing my dorky little dialogue thing, what would I look like? Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. See, I can't get it right. I don't know how to fake it. Yeah, my eyebrows are all over the place. That's not going to be helpful. Crap. Okay.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all the accents, and I'm just going to mark them out. And I'm going to redo the whole freaking eye thing with the, not the blinks. The blinks are fine, but the squints and all of that, I'm going to fix all of that. So these are going to be, the points that I'm marking out right now are going to be the points
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to
where there's going to be accents, and that's where your eyes will go wider.
take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature.
So signature, okay, so that makes sense.
For its signature.
So I'm going to do signature.
Signature Michael Jackson.
Signature, Michael Jackson. So you don't raise your eyebrows that whole entire time.
Signature Michael Jackson.
So I'll probably do one on Moon. That makes more sense. So Moon walk. For those of you that are watching, is this helpful? Or is this just weird watching?
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk. Next up.
All right. So I'm going to delete all the keys for these bones. So I'm just going to highlight the channels that are selected and just delete them. So right now he's going to have just like a dull face the whole entire time, which is fine.
Next up on.
Or a happy one, whatever works there for you, bird.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its.
That I can take out, whatever that little blinking thing is that I'm doing there. So I'm just going to take that out. Whoops, what's it belong to? So this. Take that out.
Cap mannequin, known for its.
And we'll just hold that, or we'll just copy those keyframes actually to right there.
Signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Okay.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Okay.
Next up.
All right, so right here, his eyes, we'll have them just lowered for now. We'll just work with one thing at a time. So we won't worry about the emotions. We'll just do the eyes lowered.
Next up on.
Let's see if this works. I'm going to go ahead and lower them again. Okay. That's where I would throw in some emotion instead of just going up and down.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red.
Okay, maybe the blink.
Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at with the birds. We're going to take.
Looks pretty good. The blink's a little bit offset, but for what I can see right now, even though it's not very clear, it's kind of hard to see without the final render. It looks pretty good.
Birds. We're going to take a look at the red cap.
So red capped. So I'm going to go. So this is the eyebrow. I'm going to make it go wider. And here, take a look.
Get the red cap mannequin.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and do that whole spiel and then lower them down on, whoops, on 149.
Known for its.
Okay, we're going to go 171. We're going to go wide on, whoops, not 174, on 173. Bring them down on 177. Maybe? Nope. Let's just see how it goes. Oops.
Known for its signature mic. Known for its signature mic.
Oh, and I just noticed I'm not doing these on twos, so really quick, I'm just going to make sure all my keyframes are on 2s. Just going to highlight all of them. Right click. Yep, so some of them were on 1s. Just move those back to 2s.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds, we're going to take a look at the red cap mannequin, known for its signature.
It might be good to make those eyebrows on 1s just because they look stupid.
Known for its signature Michael.
Or give myself more time to move them up and down so you can see them. But I actually might need, for those eyebrows, I might need to put those on 1s.
Signature Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Moonwalk. Oh, I thought I had one more.
Michael Jackson.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's add a marker. Marker. Moonwalk. Oops. All right. All right, so stupid. My stream, if you guys can hear me, it seems to be cutting out. I don't know what's going on.
Take a look at the red cap.
Next up on.
Or a happy one, whatever works there for you, bird.
Next up on Dancing with the Birds.
Okay, we're gonna go 171 on 177. Ah, dang it. All right, well, that was fun. If you guys can still hear me, if it's, I don't know what it's doing, but my internet crapped out. I don't know why, but yeah, I think that'll be it. That's basically where I'm at right now. So I'll keep on working on this.